live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Insanity Check. This is what? It's July 2nd, 2013. With Skillet Sauce Ken, and 8 is over there on the... I keep wanting to say 1s and 2s because 8 sounds like a DJ name, but I guess it's the 1s and 24s. What is that? 24, 48? What is that?
You can just say I'm on the boards, man.
On the boards. Yeah, on the boards. Yeah, yeah. Well,
keep it simple, stupid. That's what you want to say, right?
Eight's over there on the boards. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And this is Insanity Check.
But hold on. We alluded to something. Why is this shit loose like a whore?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, loose like a whore. I was just talking about whores just before we went on air.
Yeah, it's July 2nd, and tomorrow will be what?
July 3rd.
And what's happening on July 3rd?
The sun will come up.
And the birthday of a demon beast will be here yet again. Tomorrow's Skillet's birthday.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, get that birthday song.
Get the what kind of birthday song? Do you,
the one from, what, last week or 2 weeks ago? That was a good song. I like that one.
There was a birthday song from her, huh?
This is my bad, ladies and gentlemen. I should have informed 8 prior to coming on the air, so he had this nice and queued up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ah, the Chipmunks.
Skillet. No.
Yes, indeed. Tomorrow will be the day of my birth when I came to this wretched globe.
So what the blood of what animal will you be suckling on tomorrow, there, Skillet?
Man, actually, was my birthday tradition for the last 4 years. I actually would like to go fly a kite, but I'm afraid I would like reenact some Benjamin Franklin shit and get struck by this crazy New York lightning because it's supposed to be storming tomorrow. So that's out. So I don't know. I mean, I actually don't know. I really don't know. I mean, my only goal was to go fly that kite, and when I realized I couldn't, I guess I'll just wing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, before we get started, I have another wonderful segue into our first story.
Oh, really?
I was telling Skillet that the slop monsters were out today in full force. I came on the train to the station today. And every type of ghetto slag who's 60 to 135 pounds overweight, covered in tattoos, were on the train today. But what I didn't tell you was that I was completely disgusted because one of these...
You weren't disgusted already?
No, I was 90% disgusted.
Oh, okay.
I was completely disgusted because one of these bitches... Now, she had 2 kids, which is an amazingly low number.
That's just the ones that's with her.
Right, exactly.
She ate the other ones.
Now, I don't have children. I don't, it's hard for me to tell how old children are because I'm just not that familiar with them. I don't hang around that often. But I'll tell you this. This child, it wasn't an infant, but he was in a stroller. Mm-hmm. He had on like the little, I think it's called pull-ups because I saw his diaper. I'm going to guess this kid was maybe about 1 year old. Mm-hmm. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw this slag giving the kid his bottle. Mm-hmm. So the motion, you see motion, you kind of turn towards it. And I realized it was a bottle, but it wasn't a bottle of baby milk or formula. It was...
Some Arizona or some shit like that?
Oh, even better. It was a bottle of Welch's grape soda.
You know, do you remember that Howard Stern show that he had on Channel 9 before it became UPN?
Yes, I do.
And the whole thing was, when he was playing, I think it was Clarence Thomas, and he was making jokes, talking about what am this and all this other kind of stuff, trying to be some ignorant black person, and all they kept talking about was grape soda and Cheetos.
Grape soda, ladies and gentlemen, the most stereotypical ghetto non-alcoholic beverage of the ghetto filth Negro. And she was pouring this into the mouth. And of course, the child was clamoring for it because it's probably already hooked on the high fructose corn syrup that and the chemicals that's already in this shit. But he's also going to have a stomach full of carbonation. It's already, again, issues for children to burp and get all that shit out. But now he's going to have grape soda gas to try and pass.
And purple teeth.
And purple, I don't even know if he had teeth already, but it'll probably be
gums,
rotten by the time, they even come out.
I mean, to me, it's when these stinking troglodytes actually succumb to the stereotypes is what kills me. I mean, if you're already a fat, nasty pus monster, why must you have all of those tattoos, the feet looking like a loaf of fucking bread, and all the rest of this kind of stuff? That really kills me beyond anything else. Because I was walking, what was I, like a couple of days ago, I was riding downtown Fulton, and same thing. Nasty Yetis just walking through the place, and tattoos all over, just haphazardly. So it's not even like it's art. It's just thrust upon these, and it's all misshapen.
You thought they had some notion of artistic integrity on these body tattoos?
No, they literally just like stick it on wherever they see fit the day. If they're half sober or whatever when they're getting the tattoo done, and I look at them like, you pretty much just fixed your life path.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who in their right mind would want to deal with you beyond a certain level? Because
other people with these types of tattoos.
And that's the shit that really kills me. It's because the world is already against. There's so many biases in the world. While we're going into the lead story, the last thing you want to do is to actually cave. I won't even say cave in, but just literally foster these negative stereotypes.
But again,
a baby grape
soda, not even grape juice. Not even grape drink, as Dave Chappelle said in one of his, not even grape drink, grape soda. But again, some people might say that, the baby suckling on the grape soda teat.
Grape soda. God almighty. Did this broad have like layers of powder on her neck and in her creases?
She probably sweated that off.
Because I saw a couple of them. It looked like she had cake batter on the back of her fucking neck. Because caught between those sausage rolls was the fucking wet ass, clumpy ass powder.
No, she just had she just had the now mangled fake weave or whatever the hell these shits are
with
these
the
days.
track showing and glue dripping into their eyes.
And the Michelin spare tire, because I guess there's no reason to even try to take off that baby weight. Gut was sticking out about 3 to 4 inches past her titties.
And it looks like what she had like. I'm serious. The stretch marks look like she got struck by lightning and shit, right? Because they always got a ton of stretch marks all around the belly.
Yeah, but anyway, let's get to this. The reason why this is associated with our first story is because one of the debates that us black people have amongst ourselves about these filthy monsters is whether when is it time to stop being niggas and start being black people? Can you stop being niggas and start being black people?
Niggas.
And the fact of the matter is, some of them can't.
No.
And sometimes you, like the old saying goes, you can take the dude out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the dude, which swings us right into Aaron Hernandez, who apparently learned some tricks of the trade back in his old hood, I suppose, that he just can't stop doing, which is what, contract killing?
Yeah, that's what I said. This dude was an assassin before he came to the Patriots. Because apparently this dude, because something came on the crawl today talking about Tim Tebow had to stop him from, he punched somebody and broke their eardrum because they were teammates.
When?
In college.
Oh, in college.
Yeah, that's
right.
Okay. Remember, that was Tebow's tight end. And apparently, the story came out today that Tebow, said, he was trying to stop Hernandez from getting into an altercation, and he failed because Hernandez punched this dude in his ear and broke this guy's eardrum. So apparently, this guy's had like these anger issues and whatever, and apparently, this dude's a hired killer. So I mean,
and he's smart because he hires himself.
I don't. You would assume. I don't know. I guess if you come from poverty, maybe he's so close to being the broke ghetto, possibly gang affiliated Hernandez, that the fact that he is financially would have been financially set for the rest of his life, it didn't saturate itself into him. It didn't.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking there was so much for you to lose as far as, and he had a child, girl, whatever, and money, and he could help his other family members and all the rest of the stuff, and he threw it away because of what turns out to, at one point of the story, was like a disrespectful situation. And the other part was the dude might have been trying to dime him out for some other double homicide. I don't know which story it is, but either way.
Either way, this is not the way to handle it. And at the very least, again, like you said, hire someone else if you feel you must kill somebody.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
hire someone else.
Hire somebody else who then hires somebody else who hires somebody else, and make sure
the way the government does it.
Yeah, five people removed, out of the loop with no names, no nothing, and and then make sure that it happens while you're on the field playing the game. So you have an alibi beyond alibi if you're going to do something like this. But the dude actually, you said there was surveillance footage of him coming back in a house with.
And again, like you said, I was just looking at an update on ESPN today, and they say they still haven't found the gun and all the rest of stuff. But again, the circumstantial evidence is so incredible. Again, we've talked on many times in the show about the government and how they're watching us, listening to us, and tracking us. Well, yeah, they tracked Hernandez. They tracked his dude from his text messages. They tracked him on his phone. They knew that he bought some Bubblicious at a fucking gas station that night.
Now, they tried to say that possibly he was dimed out by someone else. They said they might, because it was like, how did they know exactly where to trace him that day? So there's been stories that maybe one of the other people that was under investigation might have been cooperating or something else.
But this is before they found those other dudes.
Well, see, this is
because when they found this cat, Olin, dead, he had rental car keys in his pocket. The rental car was rented by Hernandez. That's why they went to this motherfucker first. He rented the car that this cat was driving. Asshole.
It's like world's dumbest.
And then, of course,
criminals.
He was just there to kill him, so he didn't rob him or anything. So, of course, what did the cops do? Was he robbed? No. Okay, so this was a fucking murder.
This was a hit. Yeah, this was a hit. And then my thing is, okay, fine. You smoked this dude. You've already started leaving trails all over the place. And then what is the point of walking into your home brandishing
because you're
a gun?
A bad mofo.
I mean, I'm freaking you. Even in the
that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Hernandez tried to destroy his phone and his surveillance system that he had in his own house, but you can't do that these days and get away with shit. So his own surveillance system has him on tape walking into his house minutes after they left this dude's body with a gun in his hand.
I'm like, how stupid can you be? Literally, in the movies, you see they either ditch the gun or at least they put it away. Why would you be walking around anywhere with said gun in hand, with any gun in your hand?
Well, I mean, at least at this point, he must have thought of it afterwards because, like I said, they can't find the gun, but they have the video with him with a gun in his hand.
I'm going to say, thinking about it afterwards, that should be first. Okay, I done killed you. Okay, boom, you're dead. I got a gun in my hand that can pin me to your murder. Get rid of this gun. If nothing else, if I don't figure out where to get rid of it right away, let me put it away somewhere, because if someone says, hey, yo, you have a gun in your hand, why? Then there's a smoldering corpse.
I got a rat problem in my house.
Yes, and there's a smoldering corpse like 2 blocks away. He is not the most intelligent person in the world. No. He's clear, but he's going
most
down.
Of these ghetto motherfuckers aren't. Maybe he thought because. Well, again, this is only speculation that he had something to do with a fucking murder.
But he apparently shot somebody's eye out, or shot somebody in their arm and their eye fell out, or some crazy madness like that. So I'm like, this guy's breaking people's eardrums, shooting them in the arm, and then their eye falls out of their head as a result of it, and now being implicated in homicides and then possible double murders elsewhere. So. Was he like, maybe, because I'm thinking maybe he was literally, seriously straight up like gang enforcer kind of guy that somehow made it big. If you could think of like, what are the odds of that? But then even if that were the case, wouldn't you like leave that life behind?
But think about it. I mean, even though this is way more atrocious than what Vic did, Vic was still fucking running, fighting dogs, because that's just what they did. This is what this guy and his people do.
What, killing and punching people's eyes out,
apparently.
And shooting people's eyes out?
And what can I tell you? But anyway, we both agreed there's no way this dude won't do at least 20 years in jail, if not probably life.
And now this is a high-profile case, so you know they're going to make an example out of it. They're going to, because I mean, what they gave OJ, how many years did they give OJ for holding that gun to that dude and slapping him up and taking his merchandise back? It was over 10 years, I know that much.
Yeah, something like that.
You know, for taking his own stuff back, and there was no death, you know, it was there. So obviously this dude is going, he's at least 20. At least 20.
But really quickly, I was telling you about the ridiculous, so much shit to fucking go over, man. The Patriots, they took Hernandez's jersey, you know, out of, his name on the jersey, his number, you know, out of circulation, and they have a program where if you have Hernandez's jersey, you can bring it back to the Patriot shop,
program.
right? And for completely free, and get a brand new jersey of any other Patriots player you want. I understand that, but and I forgot to actually look this up. But I was listening on the radio, and apparently the NFL is trying to remove somewhere Hernandez's stats.
Impossible.
From I think at least the NFL's online stat or whatever. Because this is just another attempt to try to distance themselves, from the criminal element.
But the man accomplished what he accomplished on the field.
Exactly. That's ridiculous.
Possibly take his stats away.
So just another fucking just more corporate moves, man. Just more corporate moves.
Now you said now who said that? Where did you,
it was on the radio. It was on ESPN radio. One of the radio hosts was saying, and he of course thought that was complete bullshit.
Yeah,
and ridiculous.
It's not possible.
He said exactly what you just said. No matter what this dude did, in addition to possibly killing this guy, he caught passes and touchdowns. That's it. Everything is in history. You're not supposed to take that away.
You could take him out of the Hall of Fame. I mean, not that he was going to be in the Hall of Fame or something like that, but he didn't do anything on the field. Not like he gambled. Right. He didn't do anything on the field to warrant removing his stats. So he didn't, steroid up or whatever. Because things like that, I could see them taking away his stats. Because your gains was due to steroids or what have you, cheating or videotaping or whatever it was. But no, this dude, he caught passes during the day and killed by night.
And was good at both of them apparently.
That's it.
Anyway, folks, we gotta go on to our next segment, so we'll be back in a couple of minutes.